Hi, folks. We are extremely pleased to have with us today Carl Richards, author called The Sketch Guy in the New York Times, and he is a contributing editor to their financial section for more than 10 years and has found the way of making complex illustrations into sketch form and make them very easily understandable. We have the opportunity today to visit with Carl a little bit about some of the things that he's learned over the years, helping clients understand their own roadmap. Now, Carl, you seem to have done some really unique things in your teaching personally that would probably be applicable to a lot of the people that are listening today.
Yeah, well, thanks, Brad. I mean, I wish I could claim that, it's always interesting and it's always tempting looking backwards to make up like cute narratives about how wise you were and how important all those decisions were. But we all know that, often those things are just, right? Like, in fact, I'll just walk you through. So, right, an opportunity came up for us to move to New Zealand. And this was about 5 years ago. And we were busy. We had 4 young kids, and not super young, but one that just graduated from high school down to maybe, let's see, 16, about 10, 11 or 12. So from 11 to 9 to 20. So it's not like the time that you would think of packing up your family and moving to New Zealand for a year. We thought it was going to be a year. So, but we did anyway. And the reason for that move was just, in particular, I can give all the credit to my wife. My wife was like, look, this is an opportunity for us. We need to go do this. And it wasn't an opportunity financially. It was an opportunity for the family to have some experiences overseas, and adventure plays a huge role in our family's life. And so just to have that experience in New Zealand. So we go, well, I mean, it was a year-long trip, and it became obvious within, I don't know, certainly 60 days, 90 days, that there was no way we were going to get done what we wanted to do in a year. So we ended up staying, and I can work from anywhere. So this wasn't a retirement trip. This wasn't like we had so much money that we knew it. It was that this became really important. All right. We placed a larger value on this than the alternatives, including saving the money. So we go to New Zealand. We end up being there 4 years. We just keep staying and staying and staying. And then we went from there to London for a year. And London was driven because as our kids were getting older and sort of slowly peeling off, they were headed back to the US for university. My wife saw this space of like, wow, she had been really, really devoted to spending time mainly at home, despite having a career in finance. And she saw that time opening up a bit and got a chance to reevaluate. I promise this all has a point, but I think the story is important. To sort of think like, what am I going to do with that time? Do I want to do something in the sort of financial area, or what do I want to do? Well, she'd always loved interior design. It was what she'd always wanted. She had every issue of Architectural Digest in boxes since she was like, I don't know how old. So she found a design school, interior design school in London, and we moved there. And 3 of our kids now are back at university. 1 child went with us. So we were there for a year, kind of a crazy year to be there, but it was amazing nonetheless. That was 2021 or 2020. And so then we, very similarly, we had planned on staying there for years. We love London. And we ended up moving back to Utah, kind of by accident. We came on a trip during COVID. We decided to stay. And so I would love to think there was some grand thread, like some master plan, but there wasn't really. It was just this sort of series of events. And let me just draw this to like a conclusion with a lesson. To me, the practice of just noticing how my use of capital, and let me put an asterisk by capital, money, time, energy, and attention. When I say use of capital, I mean those 4 things: money, time, energy, and attention. How my use of capital, in what ways is my use of capital aligned with what I say is important to me? Right? So and to me, that's a never ending process. We're going to get it wrong all the time. But particularly when you've got some freedom, and this last couple of years have given everybody, we seem to have been like granted permission to reevaluate things. What's my relationship to work? Do I want to go into the office? Do I want to work from home? Do I want to change things? What is my relationship with my kids? How do I want to be spending my time? To me, that's the essence, the alignment of your use of capital with what's truly important to you. That's the essence of real financial planning to me.